Welcome, my friends. Tonight, I invite you to journey with me into the land of Africa, the land of rolling grasslands, golden sunsets, and the whispers of ancient cells. For within every breeze, within every tree, there are stories carried down through time, stories told around fires, stories that teach, stories that explain. And one of those stories is about a creature you all know so well, the zebra. But did you know that long ago the zebra did not have stripes? He was plain, all white from the tip of his nose to the end of his tail. How, then, did he come to wear such a fine coat of black and white stripes? Well, tonight you will hear the tale of how the zebra got its stripes. So sit back, breathe in, let the sound of the drums in your imagination guide you as we step into a time when animals spoke and the world was still young. Long ago, on the wide African plains, the lion ruled as king. His golden mane shimmered in the sun. The giraffe carried his spots with pride, tall and elegant. The leopard had rosettes, clever and sleek. Even the little guinea fowl wore beautiful dots like tiny stars on its feathers. There was one animal who had no pattern at all, the zebra. He was plain white. His coat glowed so brightly under the sun that the other animals sometimes teased him. "Ah, zebra," laughed the elephant one afternoon. "You shine like the moon in the day. Ain't you afraid the sun will burn you?" Even the birds chucked as they perched on the acacia trees. Poor zebra lowered his head. He was gentle, kind, but tired of the jokes. And worse than the laughter was the heat. The blazing African sun scorched his white coat until he grew weary, just walking across the savannah. So one evening, as the stars came out, Zebra whispered to himself, "There must be a way to be like the others, a way to belong." The next morning, Zebra heard the elders speaking of magical lake hidden deep in the forest, guided by a wise old baboon. They said the waters of this lake could give animals new colors and patterns. His heart leapt with hope. "If I find this lake," thought Zebra, "perhaps I too will be blessed." So he set out. The sun climbed the high, the grass waved in the wind, and the drums of his hooves echoed across the earth. Along the way, he met different animals who gave him advice. First, he met elephants by the river. "Where are you going, young zebra?" the elephant asked, his trunk swaying. "I go to find a magical lake," Zebra replied. "I wish for a coat like yours, something strong and proud." Elephant smiled gently. "Ah, little one, remember, strength is not always in your skin, but in your spirit." Zebra bowed politely and continued. Then he met Tortoise, slowly crossing the path. "Where do you hurry, Zebra?" asked Tortoise. "To the magical lake, wise one," Tortoise chuckled. "Hurry if you must, but wisdom is found not in rushing, but in patience." Zebra nodded and walked on. Days turned to night, nights to days, until finally, deep in the forest, he saw it, the shimmering, glowing lake. And by its edge, sitting beside a fire, was the baboon. The baboon was no ordinary creature. His face was painted red and blue by nature, his fur thick, his eyes sharp with the ancient knowledge. "Who dares approach my lake?" the baboon barked. "It is I, Zebra," came the reply. "I seek colors to shade from the sun." The baboon leaned on his staff. "Many come, but few are ready. The lake's gift is not chosen by you, it chooses for you. Are you prepared for what may come?" Zebra swallowed. His heart raced, but he nodded. "Yes, wise one." The baboon stepped aside. "Then drink." Zebra bent his head to the water. The lake writhed. The surface shone like silver, then black, then silver again. Suddenly, lines of black spread across Zebra's white coat. First one, then another, then many. His body was painted by the lake itself, until it stood there covered in bold black stripes. Zebra gasped at his reflection. "I'm no longer plain, I'm strong, I'm beautiful." But in his joy, Zebra forgot himself. He kicked his leg and swished his tail, knocking over the baboon's cooking fire. Sparks flew and burned the stone, leaving black marks on the ground. The baboon's eyes blazed. "Foolish Zebra, you must never forget respect. These stripes you wear will remind you of this moment forever." And with a strike of his staff, the baboon declared, "From this day forward, you and your kind shall wear stripes, black and white, so all will know both your beauty and your lesson." Zebra trotted back across the plains. The other animals stopped and stared. "Who is this?" whispered the antelope. "It is I," said Zebra proudly. "But I have returned with new colors." The lion stepped forward, curious. "What magic is this?" Zebra bowed. "It is the gift of the lake, given by the wisdom of the baboon." From that day on, the animals never teased Zebra again. His stripes dazzled under the sun, and at night they blended with the shadows, making him safe from predators. He was proud, but also humble, remembering the lesson the baboon had taught him, never to forget respect. And so, my friends, that is how the zebra got his stripes. But the story is not only about an animal, it is about us too. Think of Zebra's journey. He was teased for being different. Have you ever felt different? Have you ever wished to be like others? He faced the blazing sun, the hardship of life, yet he did not give up. Have you ever faced struggles that made you want to stop walking? He sought wisdom. Along the way, he met elephants who taught strength is in the spirit, and tortoise who taught patience. Have you also met people who dropped wisdom into your paths? And when Zebra received his stripes, it came with a lesson. Beauty is not just for pride, but for humility. The marks we carry in life are reminders of lessons we should never forget. So when you see a zebra today, remember, each stripe is a story, Each line is a lesson. And so ends the tale of how the zebra got its stripes. A story from the heart of Africa, passed down through generations, teaching us about patience, strength, humility, and respect. Thank you, my friends, for listening. Until we meet again, may your path be as bold as the zebra's stripes, and may you always carry your lessons with pride. Subscribe, like, and share for more video.